Now I'm going to show you all the materials that I use to do my painting of watercolor daisies. So first you're going to need to start off with a reference, a photo reference of the watercolor, the daisies that you're going to use. So you can look up any kind of photo to use as your reference. Anyone that you like that you come across, you can Google photos of daisies, and this is the one that I've chose to look at. So yeah, this is going to be a great photo reference for you to use for your painting. The next thing you're going to need, you are going to need your watercolor paint. Now I have a portable watercolor palette that I use to do my paintings. So this is one that I like. It folds up really nice and it has all this space for you to mix your colors. So this is what I'm going to use for this particular painting. The next thing you're going to need is you're going to need some brushes. This is what I use. It is a Art Bin pencil box, and it holds not all my brushes, but most of my brushes. And it's very handy and it fits them just fine. So it also uses, fits my pencils, my white gouache, and eraser if I need, and a ruler if I need to use. So in today's painting, I'm going to be using 2 brushes, and the first brush is a Winsor & Newton size 10 professional watercolor sable brush. This is a really nice brush. It holds a lot of water. It is a sable brush, no synthetic. And the next one is an Escoda Prado size 8. This is a synthetic brush. You're also going to need a container to hold your watercolor paint. Not your watercolor paint, but your water to mix off your watercolors. So just any old jar will do. And you might want to keep multiple jars in hand so that you can keep your water clean. You are also going to need a towel or a washcloth or something to wipe your brushes off before you put it into the paint. So just something that you can use to just kind of, when you wipe your bristles off, that way it takes off some of the paint before you put it in the water, so water won't get dirty as fast. All right, so with this painting, the colors that I used, I used cerulean blue, I used cobalt turquoise light, I used ultramarine blue, I used dioxazine purple, I used lemon yellow, cadmium yellow medium, and I used Winsor orange. I also used a little bit of this darker color, I believe it is indigo, and I use sap green, olive green, and viridian. So those are some of the colors that I used. Most of these are Winsor & Newton paint, Blick Art paint. I believe this is a Blick Art professional watercolor. This is a Winsor & Newton. The cerulean blue is Winsor & Newton. This is Winsor & Newton French ultramarine, Winsor & Newton dioxazine purple. This is a Daniel Smith cobalt turquoise, and this is a Winsor & Newton indigo. So these are high quality paints, and they turn out really well when you use them. So I recommend using Winsor & Newton professional paints, Daniel Smith, Blick Art. Any of the professional grade of paints work just fine. So I'm going to go into the demo of the painting of the watercolor daisies. I also want to mention that I like to spray my watercolors down with the spray just to get them activated. It just helps the watercolors a little bit better when you spray. This is just a little spray bottle I use. So I'm going to go into the video of the watercolor painting of daisies, and I hope you enjoy it.